Alright, we back. This time, really just trying to show how to kickbox in this game, like effectively. Also, how to deal with pressure, because this Sean Strickland is not going to let you kickbox. And this is the problem with this game. He's going to walk forward with a bunch of 1-2s and kicks and smother you, and you can't get away. Because the way this game is, it rewards pressure. The counters aren't enough, but you got to stick to your game plan, as I always like to say, and work at the distance where your strikes are most valuable. Now, with Kopylov, honestly, it's mostly straights, roundhouse kicks. So what do you do for that? You got to find a way to get your straight off. Now, right now, I'm jabbing in the pocket. Don't do that. But the uppercuts when he's trying to smother you, is a perfect thing to do when somebody's trying to smother you with 1-2s that are too close. And you're going to do more damage, which leads to you winning the exchange. Now, once you lead the exchange, they should back up. If they don't, you do things like this. He's trying to walk in. It's okay. We fire off 1-2s. When he gets too close, we use uppercuts. And if he gets finally out of range at all, we work the body with kicks. Now, right there, he whiffed, and we went to the body with punches. Now, if we can take his stamina down and keep our stamina higher, that'll be a key to also stopping his game plan, because you can't throw a lot when you're tired. So right here, I went for the counter, went to the body, I got clipped by an uppercut. The problem with that is it leads to stuff like this. An aggressive Sean Strickland is just going to keep throwing. He threw the overhand. Luckily, we didn't fall because Sean Strickland has pillow hands. But the main thing to do here is to work combos, work your body shots, and on top of all that, look for your counters. If you do get a counter, such as him throwing like that, we land an uppercut. Another thing, he's throwing a bunch of stuff up the middle. 1-2s, front kicks. We can sidestep. We can lean out the way of those. Now, if he keeps exchanging, we can work a straight, a counter hook, a front kick, anything of that nature, and it'll do a lot more damage to what he's doing to us. And we're going to keep the stamina advantage because, look, jab, hook, and then we worked body, body. Now, I did get clipped again, but I knew he was going to throw that, tried to duck, and tried to counter with the hook. Now, we got to keep moving here. You cannot get stuck on the fence, but we land that big counter. Jab, rear hook, he falls, and the fight's over. All about sticking to your game plan of finding counters.
Ready to fight?
Now, in this one, I'm not going to lie to you, Anderson Silva, more of a kickboxer. You're going to work your distance, and you're going to have a lot more range to work with because Anderson Silva is also on the kickbox. They're not going to wrestle you. They're not going to try and smother you with boxing like an Ilia Topuria. You're going to take your time, and you're going to find your range. Now, right here, I started with some feints, looking for a few things. Mainly, one of the few things I'm looking for is more so that 5-star roundhouse kick to the head. If you can find a way to get that, then more than likely you're going to find a way to end the fight. Now, I do like to use straight lead uppercut. If you pay attention to me playing the game, I really do like straight lead uppercut or lead uppercut straight, or that variation of a straight punch, a rear punch into an uppercut. And you just change the levels on it. And the reason I like it so much is because if you do change the levels on it, let's say they pull and you throw a rear uppercut to the body, might get a whole body rock. But again, that's just one of the main benefits of it. I do like using teeps a lot as well. That's why, of course, Dan Hooker is one of my picks. Him, Charles, people like that. But with Kopylov, the thing is that you have to use your range. You don't have the punch power or the move levels in your hands to necessarily box like a Izzy. Because when you use somebody like an Izzy, where kickboxing is effective, you can also box in the pocket if they get too close, especially like an Alex as well, where you have high-level hooks. But here, you're going to want to use body jabs, body straights, uppercuts to the head, switches to the body, things like that, and then lead to when your opponent backs up, you fire off a body kick. Now, I like to use the lead body roundhouse. It is a very quick kick, very accurate. Good range on it as well. It's not like a teep where sometimes it drops early or turns to a knee. It's consistent. So always like to use that, especially when they walk into it. Now right there, he finally ate the head kick setup. The best part about all of that, we landed a straight right after it, and then he tried to engage again. Lead uppercut, drops him. Same thing. Head held low, tries to over engage. He already lost the first exchange. What did we do? Straight lead uppercut again. Boom. Dropped him. Now right here, he's just trading for no reason, and he's been dropped twice. You do not want to do that. Now, the main thing here, he goes to clinch me, but since he's been rocked, I start punching. His head health isn't high enough, we drop him, and that's now 3 drops, and we're changing levels, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we're going to find that knockout. Head kick counter. He whiffs the kick, you blast the high kick, counters him, knocks him out, on to the next fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Now, crazily enough with this fight, though, this is a Div 20, and I was a little nervous because, you know, I'm not nervous at Div 20s. I played much better people. I've played pro players. I've played people like Tech. I played my boy Chama UFC. Much better players make you really have to think. Div 20 is not something to be scared of. It just means they knew how to get a lot of points some way or another. Now, I don't know what this chair wants to do, but I am aware of one thing. When you are a Div 20, you think a little bit more most of the time. Like right there, he threw an overhand that was dumb, block counter it with the lead hand. Another one, I see he's throwing the lead hook a lot, so I'm looking to throw block counters eventually. I'm working my right hook because I'm a southpaw. Oh my gosh, but I'm not editing that out. But the main thing here is Chael Sonnen cannot strike with us. Now, he has decent things, but we block the leg kick, and what do? We throw the hook up top because that's a free counter. We do everything. He's standing there too close. We tap the body. We go up top. He's still standing there. We tap the body. We get a block. We tap the head. He still keeps firing. We block. We tap the head. And what does that do? Gets you a knockdown. He's over exchanging and standing in the pocket after just getting knocked down. What does that mean? It means compose yourself, let your stamina come back, but also throw your combos. If he's just going to stand there, throw stuff like that. Like throw a leg kick, throw a body jab, throw something different if he's just going to pull or just stand there and block. You can do a bunch of things that make sure you still hurt your opponent and they're doing nothing. Now, he had no block there, but I'm not a block breaker. So he goes, whiffs the overhand. I tried to head kick counter him like you saw in the last fight, right? If they whiff teeps, leg kicks, high kicks, body round, anything like that, and they just barely miss, throw your rear head kick. A lot of power can either get you a flash drop, flash knockdown, but only when you're in range. Don't just blast it and show them that that's something you look for, but always keep that in your game. That's a good way to bail you out. Again, he tried to react. He pulled. I know at Div 20, there's a lot of pull-pull battles. So once he pulled, I go right back. While I don't advise that you just get into pull-pull battles, it's good to be able to understand with opponents that pull-pull is a thing after a certain amount of divisions. So if you see people like division, I'd say like 18 and up, pull-pull is definitely a thing that's probably in their bag. You can bait people. You can pull-pull and then go to the body and get a body rock because they'll be low stamina and it'll be a high damage window. But again, kickboxing, all about your counters. If you land good counters and you land a bunch of chip damage, like just jab here, touch to the body here, leg kick here, body kick here, you're winning on the scorecards. And if you can just win more exchanges than the person, like right here, even though I said this is Div 20, what is he doing? He gets in the pocket, it's like he doesn't know what to do, and he just stands there, right? So I just tap him up with something. Touch them with something, don't just sit there and watch. No Diddy, what the hell was... I'm on bullshit. I don't know. Listen, I was on bullshit with that. But again, touch them. I don't know how to make this sound better, but hey, you gotta poke them. You gotta reach out there with your small strikes to make sure your big strikes land later. Now, eventually, 1-2s, touches to the body, jabs here. He likes to pull, but if we can get him to do something like slip to the left or right, then next thing you know, you can fire off your 5-star head kicks. And those head kicks are definitely going to be fight enders. Now, right there, pull, again, work to the head. Now, one thing, if he was good, he'll notice that, which he did, and he pulled and went to the body. Now, pulling and going to the body, immediate success. Now, with that success, he got a stun. He got me to the ground, which is what he wanted. Now, we're just going to look for a reversal. He went straight. He went right. We know a left is probably coming next. We frame up, L1 into the left, boom, we reverse him. We stop him again. He tried to go there. And now we're in side saddle. Now, when you're in side saddle, you can use L1 to just get up. L1 and up. That's a good thing to do when you're on top. Now, I'm going to wait a little bit, let him use a little bit of energy because I don't want to rush anything. But again, we get a little punch here. He gets the full guard. Now, Chael Sonnen isn't a jiu-jitsu wizard, so that's okay. But we get a little posture up, we take our time, and we're back to our feet. We switch back to southpaw because we don't like to negate our power. You always switch back to the stance that you're good at. Well, not so much good at, but the stance that your fighter is in. And right here, we're going to take our time. He goes for that lead uppercut again. I said uppercut. He goes for his lead overhand again, and now he's spamming it. Don't know what his thought process is here, but we're just poking him. Look, poke, straight to the body, straight to the head, jab to the head. Like, everything is working. Now right here, he goes for something. We do a retreating jab. We're just poking up top to work our hook. We finally get the hook to work. Another hook works, and we're just looking to do anything. Now he ducked, and I immediately fire off the uppercut. Fight is over. And that's just how you kind of pick apart somebody. Good, clean work. Take your time. Stick to what you're noticing is working. Stick to your perks, your badges. Everything is right there for you. Just follow your game plan. But yeah, that's it. So, new game coming soon. New gameplay coming. Like and subscribe. Share the video. And I'll be back for the next one. But that's how it goes.